Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is August 28th through September 3rd. We're going to touch on the love energy for this week, and then career and money, and a random message also. Okay, so Scorpio, clouds, fox, cross. This looks like you were confused about something in love before. Like how to deal with a person, if you wanted a person, what to do next in your relationship. And you're coming face to face with kind of like the decision of letting something go or making it work. Yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. Okay, let's get into your cards, Scorpio. We have Death, Lovers, Three of Wands, Judgment, Eight of Cups, Two of Coins, all in reverse. Are these all in reverse? They aren't. So whatever this is, you have the opportunity to turn something around. You're starting to feel like something has a last leg. It's almost like you know. So you can choose, Scorpio, to end something, or you can choose to keep it going. Okay. I feel like there is a little bit of self-doubt in the relationship. So ego is playing a role here. You're worried about the future of the relationship. It's like in the direction that you see it going, you're assuming that it's going to be a bad situation, right? So you see it kind of falling away, or maybe people are changing because they're growing up. People want different things. You seem distant in some way, right? I feel like your partner thinks that you're not choosing them by your actions. Your actions or missteps, for what they believe it as, are causing disappointment in them, to think that you're either not their soulmate, you're not the person that they thought you were to them, or that you just haven't chosen to be with them. You know, you haven't chosen them per se. I do feel like they do want to work on the relationship. The Lover's card means that it's really hard to get this away. It's like an imbalance and a conflict, but they don't want it to like necessarily end. But you're like, oh, we're on death's door, you know, you know. But I feel like your fear of losing are causing you to sort of make the wrong decisions, Scorpio. This person does want to come back. There just is an imbalance. And it's almost like there's choices being made that are not thinking about the future. So let's say you miss a birthday, or you don't call, or you come home late, and you're like, well, I'm working. But to your partner, you're like, you're not thinking about me. You're not spending time with me. You're not doing these things with me that I need you to do. So I feel like a misunderstanding. Yeah. With grass is greener, the real deal, and cool with whatever. There's a feeling of not wanting to leave a person because you love them or they love you, right? But also looking for that genuine connection that once you did share, and maybe it's dwindling a little bit, and feeling like, well, if this doesn't work, then that means there's something better elsewhere, when necessarily that's not true. I feel like this can work if there's some sort of compromise. Yeah, if there's some sort of compromise. And this isn't about gaslighting. This isn't about being angry. This is you know what, it's interesting is, if this is a person you want to be with, which it looks like one of you do want to be married to the other, then there has to be compromise, right? So this isn't about like who's in charge. Is this person going to listen to me? I'm going to make this person feel bad. Stop doing that. That's just a battle for control, but it doesn't get to a place of resolution. And that's what you're trying to get to. Okay? So it's like these feelings need to be discussed. I feel like I had this conversation with you before, Scorpio. It feels like you need to have a discussion, like an open discussion with a little bit of vulnerability. Okay. And money and career. Clover, tree, and sun. You're ready to take some sort of risks in your career or in your professional life, because it's something you either always wanted to do and you've had trouble doing, or you fear it because you feel like it's going to take a long time to achieve that. But I feel like it brings you happiness. It brings you inspiration to want to do those things. So I don't see what the problem is. I mean, it is going to take a while, but it doesn't seem bad. Yeah, you're definitely, okay. Ace of Wands, Hangman, and the Guardian of Pentacles. So it looks like you're looking for something to like revive you or something to give you inspiration. And like I said, this is something you've been waiting to do for a long time. There are some sacrifices that you need to make in order to do it. But I feel like you're not, it's almost like you're not, if you're not ready, you're not going to do it. Okay. And that's what the Guardian of Pentacles says in reverse. Like if you're not feeling it, you're not going to do it. So this is something you might have to take one day at a time, and every day may be a little bit different. Okay. So on the days that you feel good, I would take one step forward. Okay. So when the days that you don't, you're not doing anything because you don't feel like it. I feel like that's a neurodivergent tactic, but that's what it feels like to me. Okay. To get it absolutely done. Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. See, 7 of Pentacles, get it done. Start working on it. On the days you do feel like doing stuff, do stuff. On the days that you don't. Okay. But at least you're making steps forward. Yeah, you're looking for some change. You have been uninspired lately and you need some kind of inspiration, right? So instead of doing the same things and having the same job, same routine, it's getting boring to you and it's almost slowing you down a little bit. It's not giving you the inspiration that you need. So that's why you're looking for change. And it looks like, especially with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, it has a little codependency in it. It's like you stay at a job or a situation because you need the money, or because like you like the people you work with, or you're in a company and you can't just up and leave. But you're thinking about change. You're thinking about change. There's a fear. You are open to a new perspective. You see it in your mind's eye, but the actual execution of it, that's where it gets confusing. Yeah, it would change everything. People would not be happy. You would face maybe criticism. But yeah, it's just not giving you what you need anymore. It's like you're either trying to fall back in love in what it is that you do, or you want to go a different direction. So, money. I feel like I want to talk about money. It looks like you're spending a lot of money this week to make yourself happy. So you're probably buying things that you don't need. You need to be more fickle with your money. You need to have more of a routine. But I feel like you're trying to get new energy. So you're spending money to get that new energy. Like new bags, new clothes, things like that. It's very interesting because I feel like you're justifying each purchase. But you're going to notice that the feeling that it gives you is going to be short-lived. Okay? So just be aware of that. Ship, scythe, and crossroads. I want to be honest, Scorpio. It looks like you're in a shift in your life. You're getting kind of antsy or kind of bored, or like you need inspiration, and this is causing you to want to make decisions to cut things out of your life. Now, is that the best decision to make? Who really knows, right? But that's what I see you doing. I see you like, you know what'll fix this? If I just cut things out of my life. To be completely honest with this energy, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's something that you need to sit on and process and make a plan for before you act on it. Because this is a decision. Like, whatever it is that you decide to cut off will not come back. I don't feel that way. This is not something that you can just buckle right in and get right back onto. Okay? So I would be really iffy about it. Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Magician, Five of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. There's a manipulation. It's like you're looking for the truth. Like you're not happy where you are, or you're overthinking something. Feeling like you've wasted your time. You're like trying to find a better way to like gain connection or introspection on your life. And you're like, the best way to take control of that is to cut things out, you know, is to figure out. It's like it's turning everything into a negative. Like, this is a negative influence on my life. When really it's probably not a negative influence. I don't see it that way. It just feels like a shift. Like maybe you did things one way, and then the next phase of your life you don't. And that's perfectly fine. But you're looking at it as a negative, or I have to cut it out, or be mean, or but that's that Scorpio energy. Like, you know, everything is like amped up a little bit more than it should be sometimes. But it's just because of the intensity of emotion. Yeah, this is why I tell you not to overreact, because I feel like the problem that you feel like you have, or the problem that you feel like you need to cut out, can be resolved. And it can be resolved by a little bit of compromise, a little bit of give and take, and a little bit of like flexibility. I really feel that way. Because it's not about winning. When the Five of Swords comes up, it's to let you know that there is another like way to get victory here. It doesn't have to be so negative. It doesn't have to be this is yes and this is no. That means that there is some leeway or something to play with in between these things. So there's compromise here, because and an area for forgiveness, because it's one of those things where it can cause a loss if you let it go too far, if you cut something off, right? So you're just looking for something to kind of give you that emotional fulfillment that you feel like you have lost within yourself. So what I'm seeing here, honestly, Scorpio, is this is about you, and it's not about all the things around you. So if you cut everything off, then you're like, oh man, I still need to work on myself. And now I've lost all these things around me. Okay. So be a little bit careful of that before you react. Try to figure out how to work within the parameters for right now. Okay. All right. So I love you. I'll see you next week. Okay. Bye-bye.